Get daddy a
Answer
kiss.
the question.
Look. Can I pick him up, Kim?
Put him down.
Can I pick the
You're
kid
over
up?
the time.
Let me
You're
pick the
over
kid.
the time.
So I can't pick the kids up?
Let go.
I'm gonna crack him on his head.
Miss Woods, back up. Back up.
Behave yourself.
Back up, Miss Woods.
Behave yourself.
He's a waste of space.
Behave yourself.
Get out the car. Y'all scared.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Mika Reaction Reviews. We're reacting to feature things on the internet. And today we're returning to ABBA and Preach. And we're going to be reacting to a video that they reacted to of this woman and her ex-husband or boyfriend. And are obviously in a custody, not a custody battle, but they're obviously sharing custody. And it's just showing the sort of the toxicity and sort of the female privilege that women tend to have in these situations. And this guy sort of recorded the whole interaction with her and the kids and her mom, and probably to protect himself, because you'll see why. It's probably this guy probably needed to record the whole situation because she's just one of those type of females. Anyway guys, we're gonna get right into it, but before we do, if you like this type of videos, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications when I do upload. All that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course, it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe. And another great way to support the channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop. Links down below. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Here you go.
As custodial parent, I'm supposed to know exactly what's what.
Kim, can I leave now?
Can you please tell me where you cut my children's hair?
I
no authority.
I gave my kids a haircut.
You had no authority. Did you come?
Do you have my kids behind her?
Did you consult with me?
Kim, let me peel off.
Did you consult with me?
Can I leave now?
Let's be a man for once.
Can I leave?
Consult with me. Ma, can you get the police because... Yeah, he's taking my photo because
he cut their hair?
Let's say I agree with you. Let's say I'm like, you know what, woman? You're right. He probably shouldn't have done that. You're going to call the police on your children's father in front of them, inflicting that kind of trauma for, even if she's in the right and he shouldn't have done that.
Cops? On the relationship you got with cops.
he won't tell me exactly what happened. He has no right to do that.
I want you guys to peep how she's implying that something might happen if you don't do. It is such a power move.
Question, where did you do this? Earl, they don't
Kim, you are really making the kids nervous.
Earl, I know my own children ever since. Okay?
Ever since what?
I know my children.
Ever since what?
Since you abandoned them.
I abandoned
know
them?
okay?
Oh, I thought I left you.
No, I'm recording it too, just to make sure that we're even, Steven, okay?
Yeah, I don't care about
that's
that.
no problem.
Oh, don't scratch the car.
Oh, no, scratch the car. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
Get daddy a
Answer
kiss.
the question.
Look. Can I pick him up, Kim?
Put him down.
Can I pick the
You're
kid
over
up?
the time.
Let me
You're
pick the
over
kid.
the time.
So I can't pick the kids up?
Let go. Would you tell me what you did?
So I can't pick the kids
Can
up?
you tell me what you did?
They got a haircut, Kim.
Where? Where, Earl? You put a shaver to their head. How dare you do that?
You finished? Why don't you back up from the car
You
then?
need to answer the question.
Back up from the car.
They're going to remember you as an image of taking this away.
Then
The emotion. You need counseling. You need help, lady. Lady, you need help. The manipulation is real. You need help.
Stopping it there. Okay, I post a lot of stuff like this on my channel when it comes to fathers' rights and men's rights when it comes to custody battles, because I personally have lived experience in this. My mom was this woman, and this is extremely common. A lot of women do not like to talk about this or admit to this. A lot of feminists will never admit to this, and a lot of women would actually support something like this because, you know, men ain't shit, right? Obviously this woman is hurting emotionally. Maybe she feels like she, you know, he left her. He said, I left you, not the kids. And, you know, their relationship fell apart. Whoever's fault that was, that doesn't really matter. Even if he cheated on her, walked out on her, that doesn't really matter at this point when it comes to the welfare of the children. Her personal emotional issue that she has when it comes to the breakdown of the relationship, I'm sure is hard. But when you decide to have kids, you kind of have this unwritten contract that your kids come before you. You know what I mean? So if you're having a hard emotional issue dealing with the breakdown of your relationship for whatever reason, you need to go get therapy. You need to go seek counseling. You need to vent with your girlfriends, but this is not something that your children should be witnessing. I think a lot of people have this misconception if the kids are young, then it doesn't really affect them as much, and that's not really true. A lot of stuff, especially in your young childhood, affects you psychologically and emotionally and spiritually and mentally and all those things without you even realizing how it affects you as you grow up as an adult. A lot of people use these examples of like, well, my mom hit me or my dad did this and I'm fine, but then repeat those same toxic abusive behaviors, which is a sign and a side effect of being abused or living in a toxic situation. You usually repeat those patterns. You just don't realize you're not fine because you never actually like sought help or got therapy or really dissected what was going on and how it probably affects you in your adulthood. That's why I think a lot of people who come from like broken homes or abusive households or toxic situations should get therapy, seek counseling, or seek some sort of mental or spiritual or psychological help, whether that's books or whatever, before they decide to become parents themselves, so they do not pass that on to their kids. And as you will see in this video, this is passed on. This is learned behavior. The fact that he's not allowed to simply give his kids a haircut is crazy. Now maybe they have like super long hair, you know how parents, especially mothers, like have a lot of emotional attachment to their kids' hair, especially when they grow it out really long. She doesn't say that in the video, so I doubt it. I doubt that he was just touching their buzz that they already had up. And this is something that like fathers like to do with their sons, take them to the barber shop and stuff like that. The fact that she's acting as if he shouldn't be able to do that and almost like exaggerating the action, making it seem like he did something dangerous or wrong or took them somewhere that he shouldn't take him, by saying like, you put a razor to my kid's head, how dare you. Like, she's making it seem like he's doing this horrible thing, because what a lot of parents like to do, especially women, is paint the other one like a bad guy. So planting those seeds like, oh, you did this terrible thing, you shouldn't have done that, threatening to call the police, which she doesn't give a flying fuck how that is going to affect her kids, seeing their father possibly being arrested in front of them. She doesn't care that the kids are being nervous. She doesn't care that she's sort of yanking them around. That negative energy that she's transferring to her kids, she doesn't give a fuck. It's all about her feelings, her emotions, her jadedness. Has nothing to do with her kids. She's antagonizing him. Oh yeah, scratch up his car, key up his car. He can't even pick up his own son. Like, she's holding on to him while she's trying to pick up his own son, talking about your time is up, so he can't show any affection and love to his child. Anyway, let's continue.
Who gave you the right to shave their head?
Well, don't I pay child support? And don't they my kids too?
Child support has nothing to do. You are non-custodial with visitation. You have no rights whatsoever to do anything like this without consulting with me first.
Where's your coat?
I don't know. Where's my coats? Where's my stuff?
Is it that bag that you gave me? Oh, you did give me coat, huh?
Yes, I did give you coats,
Oh,
girl, and I
back-
gave you hats, and I gave you food.
Okay, back up so I can open the trunk.
Go right ahead.
Come,
Come
would
on,
you,
baby. Come on.
Get the coats, Earl.
when she back up,
Family,
They're
back
waiting
up.
for
What
us.
do you mean? Get the coats.
when she back up,
You can go get the coats.
I don't want you
Earl.
behind me, Kim, because
I really don't care about you, Earl.
you know what? The coats are in the suitcase.
No, let it videotape.
Stop the
No,
phone.
really, because it's
The coats
videotaping.
are in the suitcase.
Stop the phone
It's
mess.
already videotaped. It's okay.
If my picture
I have
gets
my
on the
coats?
internet, that's why
Yeah.
you're such a coward, Earl. Do
Oh,
something for the court date.
No, these are my coats. Oh, that's so typical. It's nothing new.
no, there you
Don't
go.
say another word to him. He's not even worth it.
I know.
But don't you ever touch my children like that again without consulting me. I am custodial.
I'm gonna give them a haircut next
In the
time.
judgment of the divorce, you do not touch
Oh, is
their
that a
hair.
threat?
Is that
I'm just telling you, if they need a haircut, I'll give it to
Are
them.
you threatening my children?
If they need a haircut, I'll give it to them.
How's that a threat? How's that a threat? Kids need haircuts.
Oh, you guys have made it such a hostile environment. He feels like he can't back down because you're trying to emasculate him and basically make him a non-existent father by saying you don't get any say in the decision. Just both of you guys are now contributing, but this woman is mad.
See how I said earlier where she's trying to paint a picture, basically paint him like the bad guy, create this narrative, how dare you touch my kids? They got a haircut. What are you implying, woman? Is that a threat to give his kids a haircut? Like, they're trying to almost take the fact that he gave his kids a haircut as some sort of like abuse or something like that. And the reason why I feel like he said back up, like he doesn't want her behind him like that, is the same reason why I think he's recording this situation. And you will see him further as you're getting along in this video. But again, you hear the kids crying, you hear the kids whining. This is not an environment for any child to be in. Like, it's just, Let's continue.
told you to cut the haircut.
Do you want me to send you the bill?
You do not cut
You
them.
think it's funny?
Yeah, send me the bill.
Oh,
Kim.
he's videotaping that.
I know, so am I. I'm doing the same thing, Mom. I just want to
I'm
make
gonna
sure it's
crack him on his head.
Remember what I said about ladies can do whatever they want? All right, let's keep going.
Miss Woods, back up.
Waste of space.
Back up.
Behave yourself.
Back up, Miss Woods.
Behave yourself.
He's a waste of space.
Behave yourself.
Get out the car. Y'all scared.
Waste of space. You okay, sweetie?
What is your name, honey?
Look close.
What's your name?
Huh?
Hold on, Miss Woods. You
Ronnie?
What's your mommy's name?
What's your name?
What's your mommy's name?
Bruh, there's a kid in the car. They're going in the car asking the kid. You guys are wildin'. It's not only good that you already traumatized your 2 kids, you want to traumatize other people's kid. Lady, you're hurt. I understand you're hurt. Get some help. This not it. This not it. You and your mom. She got it from her mama. I know why you act like that now. You're gonna go ask the, yo, you're crazy. You're crazy. You don't want her. You don't want him to touch your kids. The kids that you guys have together. But you're gonna go ask question a grown adult to a kid that is not yours. You're out of place, lady. You're fucking out of place.
Stopping it there. Yeah, he's correct. Just piggybacking off of what he said. It's like he's not allowed to give his own son, his children, his biological children, theirs that they had together, a haircut. Something very innocent that a father should be able to do with their son. But she's allowed to go antagonize a small child around her own kid's age, but they look like they're probably like 3 to 4 years old, maybe. A small little kid that is not her kid, not her kin, not her blood. She's allowed to go antagonize that kid, interrogate that kid, and ask for his mom's name, which I'm assuming is the woman that he's now dating, which she's jaded and fucked up and hurt about because now he's not with her. Once again, it has nothing to do with the kids. It is all about her pain, how she feels. And guess what? I get that. We've all been through heartbreak, honey. Boo-boo. It feels like shit. It sucks. We all been there. I haven't been married or had kids with someone, but I have my heart broken quite a few times, not quite a few times, but a few times, and it really, really sucks. I get that, but you don't take that on your children. When you have kids, you mentally sign a contract going, my kids come first. I'm not saying you don't ever take care of yourself, because you have to take care of yourself so you are a healthy parent to your kids, so you don't neglect yourself. But in that moment, you go, this is about my children. Let me take them home. Let me make sure they are okay, safe and sound, and then let me go take myself and talk to someone, because I'm hurt. I'm hurting right now, and I don't want to take that on to my children, right? Like, it's just, and you see what I said, that this is learned behavior. Learned behavior. Her mama, she basically threatened him with violence, saying, I'm gonna knock you out or knock you on your head, and he never did that to them. Not that we see in the video anyway.
What's your mommy's name?
let the car go. Y'all
Are you touching me?
get away from the car.
Are you hitting me?
Get away from the car.
Are you hitting me?
Get away from the car.
Did you just hurt me?
Get away from the car.
Did you just hurt me?
Get away from the car.
Did you just put your hands on me?
Are you hitting me?
Get away from the car.
Taking pictures.
Put your
You
hands
doing
on
this
me?
on purpose.
Get
Did
away
you
from the
put your
car.
hands on me?
Let's go.
You put your hands on me? I'm gonna have a physical. Go ahead.
Go
Let me
ahead.
go ahead. Let's go. I'm gonna put a complaint against you.
I'm about to walk back in the police station myself.
Let's go.
ahead.
You put your hands on me. Leaving a child in the car. So typical. Come on.
You know, Earl.
I'm just.
Why you following him? Go home.
Stopping it there. Now you see why I said he was recording and why he asked the woman, the mom, not to be behind him like that, because I think this is repeated behavior. Now, granted, we don't see all the angles. Maybe he did push her or shove her or move her out of the way, but the only hands I saw swinging was his mom's. This screaming, help, violence, that's fake. He wasn't doing anything to them. And if he wasn't recording it, he would have no proof of that. And I honestly think if any men or any women or any type of situation like this, body cam yourself. Gear up, protect yourself. And also, they're in front of a police station, which is usually a sign that they cannot come together peacefully, that they're transferring the kids in front of the police station. But as well, if you're working with someone, you're dealing with someone that has a history of fake or false allegations, exaggerating. She's been exaggerating the situation the whole entire time. Don't you ever touch my kids like that. Is that a threat? All this stuff, and it's a simple haircut. So to me, this is repeated behavior. yes, be in front of the police station. I think it's slightly risky for a guy to do that because a lot of times, even if the police don't think the guy did anything wrong, they would still take the guy away just to diffuse the situation. But still, I think that's the best thing you can do to keep yourself safe and record the situation of what's going on. Like, again, don't care about the kids. Don't care how this is affecting her kids, this other woman's kids. Don't give a crap. It's all about them. All about her.
It's not about the kid.
No.
It has nothing to do with the kid. If the two parents don't like each other, they will out of spite, they'll fuck over the kid.
Yep.
They don't care.
Yep.
And first off, that's so sad.
Yeah, very.
Because you're the life that you're supposed to prioritize above everything else, you're putting your own spite and your own negative emotions over that. And secondly, it's like you're destroying lives. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when somebody wants to desperately be involved in their child's life and you make it impossible or you make it so difficult, it's like that can drive people.
And that's a reason why you need to take some steps. Why people take some steps when you love each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
In order that when we don't love each other, shit is already going to be set in stone. Because it's not when people are going to have grudges. It's going to... All that shit goes out the window whenever people think that they're not in the same situation. So it's and some other shit and just it's present. It's like that. People will do stuff, different things out of spite just to get to someone, just to make someone pay or to trigger an emotion. It happened to some of my cousins. Where they got
one of my homies said he would recorded his girl and he played the recording for me. And she said, listen, she says, you know what I can do. If you don't want any problems, handle this properly. Stop playing with me. And I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, she knows what she can do. She knows how this shit favors her, right? And it's very easy for this kind of stuff to spiral out of control.
Fucked up.
Especially if you can't afford the proper lawyer to set this up and get good representation, get the documentation you need, make sure that conversations are recorded or set up by email so there's a written trace to show like your financial involvement. Don't hand her cash. Make sure it's all... These kinds of things that you're supposed to know to establish like your presence in your child's life isn't obvious to most people. So you could be doing all the right things to try to be involved with the child. And if she don't fuck with it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? So I've had to witness it from so many people around me. So sometimes when people are like, oh, I don't get why some of these dudes are jaded. It's like, I understand. Like, imagine having your fucking child ripped from you.
Yeah, I got one of my friends.
Imagine having your kin, your blood
6 years
denied to you. And you have to live through online photos, right? You got to go on social media to find out about your own child and updates. That's crazy.
Yeah, one of my friends, 6 years. He didn't see his kids. 6 years. Going on 7. So you missed all of that. 2 of his kids.
Child support too.
That you pay. Because if you don't,
Go to
they don't
jail.
play. You don't play about that.
No.
But you're not gonna see that. You're not gonna see the product of because you want to get back at the person. Forget the kids. Fuck them kids. It's really that. It's crazy.
Yeah, and from the woman's perspective, sometimes she's put in a position or a situation that she's not the happiest about, because of the fact that she's having to raise a kid and the father doesn't want to be in her life or she doesn't want him to be in her life. So she's resentful to some degree of her circumstances and blame in large part their partner, right? And it's a power thing at that point. Mm-hmm. So that's also a factor. And I can understand, like, listen, it's not an easy situation being a single mom. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, of course. But to deny, it's like, sometimes single moms will get a lot of love. Oh, look at the sacrifice they made for their kid. They're not all like that. Sometimes they will spite just to spite their husbands or exes or whatever, they will fuck over their kids. Or here's another thing that they do. This is something that I just think is so nefarious and weird. They'll go to their child and speak terribly on the father. Just because you have a problem with somebody doesn't mean somebody else is going to have that problem with them too. Just because you don't need him doesn't mean the child doesn't need its father or mother, irrespective of the circumstance. But a lot of these women don't give a shit. They'll lie, they'll say stuff. It's kind of like that story of that dude who went on Iyanla and said, and the mother said that he had touched his own kids. And she admitted to lying. She admits she made that whole thing up. After 50, their whole life they grew up thinking like their father was like a diddler. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I raise my voice when I think about some stuff is like, yo, I see the injustice. I see it firsthand in the people around me. Of course it gets me heated because I see how it negatively impacts them. I see it firsthand. And it's just like, bro, it's a hard thing to stomach. It's a very difficult thing to stomach. And you look at some of these women, they don't give a fuck. They don't care.
All right, that's it, guys. Wow. Okay, so yeah, it's called parental alienation. When you talk shit about the other half, the father or the mother, when you make up elaborate stories or exaggerated stories, and you don't tell the whole story, the full picture, you don't tell your side of the story, it's called parental alienation. And a lot of people, when they get older, they don't even know they're victims of parental alienation, because if their mom or their dad is the only parent that they know, and this is what they're being told, you have an innate feeling just to protect the parent that raised you. Even if they're abusive, even if they're toxic, whatever, you have this innate knee-jerk want to protect the parent that raised you. So you would just go off what the parent said, and not even knowing that a lot of that was BS. So a lot of people are victims of parental alienation, don't even know they're victims of parental alienation. And maybe don't even want to admit to it because it's like, it's just too much. I don't know this parent, I'll just stick with this parent, and that's just the way it is. And female privilege, that thing that Albert or Preach, I don't know which one is which, was talking about how he heard a record of a woman saying, you know what I can do, I can basically fuck your life over. That's female privilege. I'm so fucking tired of women or men pretending we don't live in reality where women can do shit like this. Women inherently get more sympathy and empathy from the society that's around them. Maybe you can say that men are taken more seriously when it comes to the corporate world or business or negotiating contracts and stuff like that. But when it comes to empathy and sympathy, women get it hands down. Women have power in playing the victim card. I'm helpless whenever they want to be helpless, right? So like that is female privilege all the way, all day. It's just really, really sad. And again, I have I'm not going to go into my long story. I think I've said it on this channel before about how my mom was this woman and then some. And then some. Parental alienation, she was an expert at it. The whole foster-diddling kids thing, my mom did that too. My little sister's biological father, my stepfather, he died. She would never get to know him because of parental alienation. And he did reach out to her as she got older. But she decided to believe in the stories instead. I've seen grown men cry over this, like macho grown-ass men cry over this. It's just really, really a conversation that needs to keep going, because I really think that not enough people talk about this, and I think a lot of women get away with this, and a lot of women don't want to admit to. There's women who will watch this channel, watch Albert and Preach channel, and be right doing that right then and there, and give themselves every excuse in the book why it's okay. And it's not. If you do this to your children, you're just as bad as any deadbeat dad around. I don't care if you were there. I don't care if you wipe their nose and wipe their asses. If you do this to your kids, that's going to have long-term, maybe even permanent effects as they get older. There's going to be a cycle, a toxic cycle that can continue as they have kids and generations on. And you're talking about, especially in the black community, you want to build a strong black community, but you're doing this to basically help perpetuate this toxicity and single motherhood and all this shit. And the black community, you are no better than deadbeats, dads, and I have absolutely zero respect for you. Yes, there are reasons why mothers take kids away for abusive issues. If the father is abusive to the kids or abusive to them, and the father is such an addict that he's putting himself and the kids in danger when he's around them. But there's like a tiny handful of reasons why that's okay. But for the most part, if you're really doing it because like, oh, he don't want to be with me no more, so fuck him, you are a terrible person. I'm sorry, you're a terrible person. I don't have respect for you. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible person. You're a terrible mom. Like maybe there's other aspects of your motherhood that you did well, but this aspect you are terrible. And you're gonna have to, I mean, when your kids come to you one day, don't sit there and act stupid either, because these parents want to act so dumb when their kids finally come up to them and approach them and say, you did this to me and that damaged me. They want to act so clueless and so dumb, like they don't know what they're talking about. Stand in yours. Stand in your shit. If you fucking did that to your kids and you alienated their father away from them or alienated their mother away from them, when they come to you, just stand in your shit. Say, yup, I did it because he didn't want me, so I fucked him over with you guys. I used you as bartering objects. That's it, guys. Tell me what you think of this video. Have you ever experienced this type of situation? Are you a victim of this type of situation as a parent or as a child? And what do you think should be done about something like this, let me know in the comment section below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get your notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support this channel even further, you can donate. My PayPal link is in the description box below and also in the comment section. Of course it helps, but you don't have to. You can just like, comment, subscribe. Another great way to support this channel is either join my brand new membership program, different levels, different tiers, different perks, or you can visit my brand new merch shop, links down below. I also have a second travel vlog channel. I travel as a lifestyle, or I live abroad. If you'd like to know where I am in the world, you can go to the description box below and also in the comment section, hit the link, go subscribe to my travel vlog channel, and or follow me on my travel Instagram. My stories is usually what's most up to date, and you guys have an amazing day.